his hype comes from the fact, yeah, that all the guys, yeah, that nosh off Ronaldo, yeah,
Yeah.
love him. Do you know? He just inherited Ronaldo's weird fan base. The same guys that were holding up signs last night saying, "Ronaldo, can I touch you, bro?" Them kind of man there, yeah. Those are the
Well,
guys that made Garnacho what he is, bro, because he came out wearing CR7's boxer shorts, bro.
bro,
That's what it was.
that's mad. Well, you know, the Ronaldo fan base is weird because if like you can rate Ronaldo, of course. Like
Yeah,
as United fans, we all it's not Rashford, it's not Garnacho. Like Cristiano Ronaldo is genuinely one of the greats. Like he's a top player and one of
yeah.
the greatest careers. Of course, he is. However, there is something weird about Ronaldo's fan base.
Mm.
And if you look at it, usually it's Mourinho fans, it's Rashford fans, it's Bruno fans.
Yeah.
Like usually that demographic is a demographic that I disagree with on basically
Yeah, they're
everything.
weirdos, man. But you know what it is, they they see themselves in Ronaldo, bruv. Do you know what I mean? In every conceivable way, it seems. Do you know what I'm saying? Like these guys are very, very strange.
It's
And
weird. It's
you
weird.
know what it is? They're in love with the Ronaldo story, innit? Like it's one of them ones where they've sold us the Ronaldo story about how hard he worked and he didn't have natural talent and he's super super relatable even though he had natural talent.
Of
It's
course we do.
rubbish, you know them ones. And
Of course we
then
do.
he was ugly and then he got braces and he cut his hair, you know them ones there. Like
Yeah, but that's
these
just
man look,
money, man.
yeah, these guys look at him, yeah. Remember, he had acne, he had fucked up teeth, he had a shit trim. Do you know what I'm saying? He worked on his football, like he got braces, he worked on himself, and then all of a sudden he's a new man in it. And these guys have bought into that. They've bought into this, you know what, like he worked hard and he's like this miracle in it. Like it's mad relatable to losers in life. Do you know what I mean? It is. It's the loser story. You know what I mean? It's the Rocky story, in it. Like, and this is the thing that's super relatable to a lot of people. That's why they'll say, "Oh, Messi's natural talent and Ronaldo's hard work." When the reality is,
They're
they're
both
they're both they're both talented, and they both work hard. Like, do you know what I'm saying? But one story is just easier to sell. You know,
it's easier to sell, 100%.
and
And
this is what it is.
and even then, I don't see it as big. Like it's not that much of an underdog story to me. It's a normal story of a very gifted player that works hard.
Mm.
It's I don't think it's that magic, to be honest. It just because another thing I notice is usually those people they support the same people. The Brunos, the Rashfords, they dislike and they will criticize the other side by saying aesthetic. I don't even know
Yeah,
what that.
yeah, but that's what it is because the thing is,
You don't get to think when you support
because
Ronaldo.
it's the hard work stuff. Do you know what I'm saying?
Exactly.
And this is what I keep saying to you. It's all about the hard work stuff, bro. Like they they take a lot from the fact that these guys they work so hard, they do this and they do that. Do you know what I'm saying? And they're not naturally talented, bro. Like this is what it is, man. It's the struggle ballers, isn't it? Like this is what it is. Like I don't rate none of them struggle ballers. You know what I mean? I only like naturally talented players, flair players. That's what I
Like
like, innit?
football. Exactly.
Yeah,
Football.
brother. I like the magicians, bro. Like skill. I like skill in it. Do you know what I'm saying? Football's an art form, bro. Like I like to see people at the highest level executing and showing their skills
Yeah,
to the
100%.
highest degree, bro. This is what I'm here to watch. Nobody wants to watch these guys, bro. I don't care. As much as people can talk about numbers and efficiency, nobody wants to watch these guys play football, really. Do you
Yeah.
know what I'm saying? And these are the kind of footballers I call them out all the time. When you look at like the Mo Salahs, the Sakas of this world, all the guys that have all these really good stats, bro. Nobody wants to watch these guys play football. You do not pay your hard-earned money to sit there and watch these guys play football. It's fucking awful. That's the reality. You want to go and watch Lamine Yamal, bro. You want to watch Ray and Cherky, bro. These are the guys you want to watch play football. You don't want to go and watch these guys. They're rubbish, bro. To watch is horrible. And
Horrible.
then these men will say, "Oh, but Rants, they're effective." Bro, I don't care about effectiveness, bro. I'm not here to watch effectiveness. Do you know what I'm saying? I'm not here to watch that.
Yeah,
Like, that's
100%.
crazy. Like, I'm not paying money for effectiveness, bro. Football is entertainment first and foremost, bro. I want to be entertained, bro. Do you know
100%.
what I
And
mean?
I
And if I'm not being entertained, there has to be a high level of skill to what you're doing. Do you
Yeah,
know
of
what I'm
course.
saying? Man said don't mention Ronaldo in that combo. That bro scored a tap in yesterday, yeah, and done fuck all else for the whole game. No
Yeah,
one wants to watch that shit. And
he's just an
people
old
were,
man now.
bro, people were celebrating that Ronaldo tapping like he scored a 45-yard fucking screamer, bro.
Like if you've watched Ronaldo, you can't guess this.
Yeah,
It doesn't
bro,
make sense. But you know
it's
what? Another thing
crazy.
is this: it's the stats and it's effective. But I think it's even more vicious than that in a way. It's easy to win an argument when you can actually use the numbers.
Well, of course.
So that's like it's like I think it stems from the Messi Ronaldo debate. So you use the numbers, so then all of a
Mm.
sudden, if you look at the football, I don't think there's much of a comparison between Ronaldo and Messi. I think Messi's clear. I don't think it's close.
There's no comparison in
There's no
terms of
comparison.
football.
At
Even
least
numbers wise, is there really a comparison?
that's the other point. That's the other
I
point.
think hasn't Messi got more goals and assists?
The ratio is better as well. Like
Yeah.
if you could take account the number of games played.
Yeah.
But
So
it's
where
still
does the
not good,
comparison
though.
come from?
Exactly, because when you speak about someone that defends, I don't know, Rashford, for example, they say the goals. But it's like, but yeah, but the team is not good with him in the playing. It's more than that. Like I need to be entertained, like you said, but I also need the team to win. So if you score 30 goals, but the team finishes 8th or 15th, but if you score 3 or 4, but the team plays well and we end up winning a treble or something, that has way more value. And usually, if you play well, that happens. If you play well and score a lot of goals, those are rare. Those are very
Yeah.
rare players. Like
Yeah.
Ronaldo is one of them. Benzema is one of them. Suarez is one of them. Messi is one of them. But those are like legends. You don't get quality plus an insane amount of goals all the time. That's what
No,
we see.
no, you don't. No, you don't. They are anomalies. But man saying he's 40, yeah, you shouldn't expect, bro. Retire, bro. Find shame. You know them ones there. Find shame, because what you're doing is, yeah, you are taking up a position in the team, yeah, that someone else should have, bro. Like, you're not useful to the team, bro, other than scoring tap-ins, bro. Like, I don't respect that. Do you know what I'm saying? I don't respect, yeah, being on a pitch and being a passenger and then scoring a tap in and trying to take credit for that, bruv. Like, no, you're a passenger. Like, even the commentator said, like, Portugal are not weakened by him going off. Of course they're not.
Of
Do
course
you know
not.
what I'm saying? Because they're carrying him. Do you know what I'm saying? Like, that doesn't make no sense, bro. The guy wants 1,000 goals and he doesn't care who don't play for him to get these goals, bro. Like, Portugal are not a better team with you in it, bro. They're not. Impossible. They've got so many good players in that squad. Anyone is giving more to the team, yeah, just being on the pitch, bro.
He's 40 years old. I mean, that's just normal at
Brother,
this
it's
point.
crazy.
Like, come on, man. Have some shit. It's mad. It's
You know
mad.
what I mean? Like, it's insane, bro. Do you know what I mean? It's actually insane. He can't move, bro. Like, I just don't understand. Like, he cannot move. So it's just one of them things where how can a brother that can only move, yeah, within like 8 yards? Do you know what I'm saying? Like, man are saying that they can't do better than that. Of course they can.
Of course. It's
Like, of
just,
course they can. Do
but
you
it's
know what
just
I'm saying?
normal. I'm not saying those players are greater than Cristiano Ronaldo.
No, but bro, it's not about that at that
It's
point,
not about
bro.
that. Exactly.
It's about what's useful to the team, bro. Like, he didn't touch the ball for 10 minutes. The first thing he did, he got the ball down to some dead step over. It's like, bro, okay, we get it.
Yeah,
Like we get it, bro.
like if you ask me to pick right now R9 or Veghorst, I'm picking Veghorst.
But this is what I'm trying to say, bro. Like, and it's not even a disrespect. It's like you're not giving the team enough in it.
Of
This
course.
is the problem. The reason why, yeah, bro, 100% when he went off, Portugal were better. They were better, and they put more pressure, yeah, on they put more pressure on the ball in that second half of extra time, yeah, when he went off with Leao and Gonzalo Ramos. So it's one of them ones where, bro, man, have to keep it a buck. They're not a better team with him in it, bro. Like, I don't care if he's your GOAT or not, bro. I don't care. Should have retired from international football ages ago. The reason why he's throwing his hat behind Martinez is because Martinez keeps picking him.
Yeah.
Portugal on paper have one of the best squads in Europe here. They don't need him. They don't need him, bro. Like, he's one of the worst players in the team, if not the worst player in the team. I think he's the worst player in the team. because he's the only player that doesn't really offer anything if he doesn't get a tap in.
Yeah, or a penalty just to make sure
Yeah, like he don't
something.
offer nothing. That's the reality, bro. They're carrying him, bro. They play with a man less because they want him to play, bro. That's why Spain were killing them, bro. It's just that Spain never put them to bed.
Yeah,
That's all it was. Spain were killing them first half,
I didn't
popping them.
watch the game, to be honest. I didn't watch it, but I'm not surprised. Spain is a better team as well, I think.
Yeah, Spain. They took off Pedri and flipping. Bruv, what did this manager do? I forgot. They took off two of their midfielders for no reason and lost control of the midfield. I can't even. No, it wasn't Yamal. It was before Yamal came off. Yamal came off in extra time. They took off Pedri and who else did they take off? They took off two of their three midfielders and they lost control, bro. And Ruiz. And then they lost control, man. Took off Fabian and Pedri, and then the midfield went to shit, bro. That's what lost them the game.
But that's two quality players.
It is.
Was
That's
never
what lost
going
them.
to-
That's
yeah,
what lost them the control of the midfield. That's exactly what happened, you know.
two
So
players, yeah.
yeah, and Isco and Marino came on, and to be fair, Isco did well, but because Isco's always gonna do well, but it's like, man, look at the two players we just mentioned, bro. Do you know what I'm saying? Like,
Yeah.
you take off Fabian and Pedri, you can't replace these guys.